we left off my story, Rabbi Akiva. Rachel had said to me, Akiva, would you like to marry me? And I said, whoa, I would love to marry you, Rachel. You're a wonderful, kind girl. But she gave me just one condition. Do you remember what that condition was? She said, if you go to yeshiva to learn Torah, then I'll marry you. And I said, well, I really have to think about that. I'd love to marry you, but I'm not sure I could go to yeshiva. I'm 40 years old. Oh, so I went for a walk out in the forest, and I started to think, I want to marry Rachel, but I'm afraid to go back to yeshiva. I never went to yeshiva before. What should I do? And I walked, and I walked, and I thought about it until I came to a stream, and I sat down and started to think, what should I do? And I sat down, and there next to me was a rock. It was very hard, this rock, and it had a hole right in it. And I thought, why did this rock have a hole right in it? I couldn't figure it out until I watched. And there, hitting the rock over and over, was the water. And the drops of water kept, year after year, kept making a hole in the rock. And then I thought, oh my goodness, water is soft and the rock is hard. How could the water make a hole in the rock? That's amazing. But it kept going again and again and again. And then I realized, oh, Akiva, your head is hard like a rock. And you think that the water, the Torah, that's like water, can't come into your head because you're already 40. But you learn from the water and the rock. It kept dripping and dripping and dripping and dripping. If I keep working hard, the Torah will penetrate into my head also. Oh my goodness, I'm going to run to Rachel and tell her the news. Yes, I'm going to marry her, and I will go and learn Torah. And so that's what I did. I ran to Rachel and I told her, Rachel, I would like to marry you and go to learn Torah. Oh, Rachel was I'm so happy, Akiva. Now we can get married. And Rachel and Akiva had a wedding and they got married. Oh, they were so happy. But Rachel said, I am so sad. There's one thing I'm sad about. My father, Basavua, he did not come to my wedding. My father, Basavua, he said, if you marry Akiva, I will disown you out of my house. I never want to see you again. I was so sad. Oh, what will happen to us? But still, I'm happy that I married Akiva. That was the right choice because he is kind and he promised me to go and learn Torah. Stay tuned for part 3.